In this video, I'm going to be comparing the Beverly Hills Cop movies to the Haunted Mansion movies, because in part one of this series, I compared Beverly Hills Cop to Transporter, Beverly Hills Cop 1. I compared Haunted Mansion to Jeepers Creepers, Haunted Mansion ones, and now I'm going to compare these two franchises. When you look at highest score for each one of them, neither Haunted Mansion movie is fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. The highest score is only 38% for the 2023 film. Then we look at highest score for Beverly Hills Cop. The first movie has an 82%. When you look at lowest score, the 2003 version of Haunted Mansion has a 14%. When you look at Beverly Hills Cop, the third film only has a 10%. So Haunted Mansion wins here, but Beverly Hills Cop won the first round. And then when we look at average score, when it comes to Beverly Hills Cop, you have an average of 52, with Haunted Mansion only an average of 26. Beverly Hills Cop wins here. Then we look at gap between lowest and highest score. In the case of Beverly Hills Cop, gap of 72%. When it comes to Haunted Mansion, only gap of 24%. Haunted Mansion wins here, which means we are tied heading into the final round, where we're going to look at my personal opinion. When it comes to Haunted Mansion, I've seen both films, and I prefer the 2003 version simply because I like watching Eddie Murphy on screen. I think he's an entertaining actor, so he makes that version of Haunted Mansion a bit more memorable. When it comes to the 2023 Haunted Mansion movie, I don't think this one makes major mistakes. I think that it's a competently made film that I saw and wasn't bored by, because I mean, there's some humor in it, there's some emotion in it, there's a bit of scares in here, in the sense that because you have Ghost, it's, a bit creepy, a bit spooky, without being all that intense. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest problem with 2023 Haunted Mansion is that it just falls right into that mediocre middle, where it doesn't do one thing all that well. I mean, there's some humor in here, there's some funny moments, but there's not like a ton of them. There's some emotion in here, but this isn't some great character study. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the journey their main character goes on, that he's someone who lost his wife and thus he's depressed. And then throughout the movie, we see him go on this journey of healing, where he actually learns to move on from this event that was obviously very tragic. I like that journey. I think it's a pretty powerful one, but at the end of the day, if you're going for character study, there are other movies that are better at being a character study than 2023 Haunted Mansion. And it's not really a scary movie. It's just, entry level, creepy, spooky ghost stuff. Like Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's another good example. So I think that Beverly Hills Cop has the advantage here, because it's more interesting, to be honest, than Haunted Mansion. I mean, I don't know how similar Beverly Hills Cop is to other action buddy cops. I haven't actually seen really any buddy cop action movies. I haven't watched any of the Beverly Hills Cop movies. It seems like Axel F was a success. A lot of people thought it was a good way to bring back the franchise. Even though I have seen both of the Haunted Mansion movies and haven't actually seen Beverly Hills Cop, I think I have to choose Beverly Hills Cop in this instance, because it just stands out a bit more. That's the impression that I get anyway. I mean, I like 2003 Haunted Mansion movie. I like that Eddie Murphy's playing this character who at first is not putting his family first, putting work first, and then the journey that he goes on throughout the movie leads to him actually learning to put his family first. And I like that by the end, the ghosts that have been sticking around this mansion are able to finally peacefully depart, because all the wrongs have now been righted. Thus, they can actually move on as they were meant to do a long time ago. And that's powerful, I would say, but overall, I mean, if you're going to go for, if you're wanting to go for entry level horror films, there are other better ones, to be honest. That'll wrap things up for this video.